Welcome to raigurukul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about how to create a table in ServiceNow. Whenever we are using ServiceNow application, there are several aspects are there or several components are there like incident, change request, problems, and different other components. When we are storing the data in these type of components, it's always required to have some table and how we can create these type of table in real life or practically, I will show you in this video. So if you are interested to learn about how to create a table in ServiceNow, please watch this video from start to end of this tutorial. We'll discuss here what is table attributes, how to create table with practical demo. So when we want to create a table is a collection of record in database. Each record corresponds to a row in a table and each field on a record corresponds to a column in that table. Applications use tables and record to manage data and process such as incident, problem, and CMDB. Tables can extend other tables, creating parents table and child table, and we can perform different operations related to these tables. So we'll see here how we'll create it. Then the operations like create table, delete table, update table, and different other operations we can perform it. So let's see in ServiceNow how we'll do that. So once you log in ServiceNow, you'll find it out this page on home page is available. Administrator who is having a complete administrator permissions can only create the table in ServiceNow. Administrator and application developer can create custom tables to store application data. After you create a table, you can also modify fields, types, and field labels. Now, application subscription include custom table entitlements. You can create custom tables for any purpose up to the entitlement limited to the subscription. So for creating a table, you have to write here system definition. And once you will write not S, it's definition. Once you will write this, you will find it out table options available. Simply click on this and you will find it out list of table which is available inside our ServiceNow credential. You'll find all these table listed here. There are 3,271 pages are there and you can find it out. All these tables which is available in ServiceNow are listed here. Now, if I want to create a table, simply I have to click on create new and you will find it out. New window will appear where you have to provide the name of your table. So let's say I'm adding label as new table. Again, you have to provide the name of your table. Now you can see we have added new table as a label, but the actual schema is will be defined new_new_ table, which is used for calling inside our table. For table in second application, the name is prefixed with a namespace identifier to indicate that it is a part of the applications. So when it will underscore you, that means for table in the global application, their name is prefixed with the string u underscore and then the next name of your label. You can also change this name according to your requirement. If this will print as a st underscore, then the next to the name, it means for remote table in scope, the application name is prefixed with the namespace identifier and the string st underscore. The next name will be your table name to indicate that it is remote and part of the application. When it will comes under u underscore st underscore, then that time remote table in the global application name is prefixed with this string u underscore st and underscore and the next name. We cannot modify these prefixes like u, then st, these all. When we are creating a table, we do have extends table. When we are extending the table, select the table to be extended. Extending a base table incorporates all the field of the original table. We can create system fields for the new table if they are in the same scope of if they can be configured from other scope. We can extend tables that is marked as extensible. We can also create application which is read-only table and remote table. Now, you will have here different aspects like extend table. If you have defined to extend your table, you can include the table name to be extended like assets. Right now, I'm adding here assets. Add model to new menu. You can add different models which is available here. New menu options if you are looking forward to name this name model columns. What all columns you are looking forward to create it. You can add a number of column as per your need. So here, let's say if I want to add the personal list columns, I can simply add it from here. So I have to just navigate this and you'll find it out this component is added. Now, table columns are in the refresh list. We can add any n number of columns whenever it is required. In extensible table, we can select the extensible and live feed. Auto number is basically used for different auto number components. We can update, create, read, and delete the record of the table. But when we are talking about deleting totally into the table, we cannot delete it permanently. Live feed is basically select this checkbox to enable record feeds for the table. This options add this to live feed. When we talk about the extensible, it means select the checkbox to enable other tables to extend this table. Clear the checkbox to prevent the creation of additional child tables. Existing child tables remain unchanged. Then we have the auto number. It means select this checkbox and then define the number format to add an auto numbered field to this table. The checkbox is available only when a number format does not exist for the table. Otherwise, we can add the existing number format. You can see here when we are checking, it is asking for the prefix and the number format and how many digits we are expecting to add it. Then we have create access control. Create access control, it means when we are selecting the checkbox, then the complete the user role will be defined here. Fields to create basic security roles for the table. User roles are basically enter a new name of selecting existing user role that is required to access this table. This option is available only when the create access control checkbox is selected. Now, in the application access, in this access, you'll find it out different components like specify which application scope can access the table, like all application scope we have selected here. If I'm scheduling only for this application scope, so it will be available for only for this application. Then we have can read. Select this checkbox to enable script objects from other application scope to read records stored in this table. This options offers runtime productions. For example, a script in another application can query data on this table. First, select read access to grant any other API record operations. This checkbox, when we are selecting, it means we have to enable script objects from other application scopes, create record in this table. This option offer runtime protections. For example, a script in another application can insert a new record in this table. This option is available only when the can read checkbox is selected. It means if I am not selecting this, it won't be available for me. Now, can update field is basically when we are checking this checkbox, enable script object from the other application scopes to modify records stored into this table. This options offer runtime productions. For example, a script in another application can modify a field value in this table. This option is available when the can read checkbox is available. If I'm unchecking this, it won't be. All three options are disabled. Can delete is basically available. This checkbox to script objects from the other application scopes to delete records from this table. This options offers runtime protections. Then we have allow access to table via web services. This selects the checkbox to enable users to make inbound web services. Web services queries to this table. This options offers both design time and runtime protections. The user performing the query must have the correct permissions to access this table even when this checkbox is selected. Allow configurations, basically this checkbox is to enable applications from other application scopes to create configuration record for this table that change its functionality. For example, an application designer can select this table from the tables list on business rules, client scripts, or UI actions. These options offer design time protections. Then once we are done, we have to click on submit and our table will be created permanently. When we are talking about the columns, we can have different aspects when we are looking into the columns. So there are controls, sections, application access, and different other accesses are available when we are creating a column label in this table embedded list to add columns to this table. So we can embed for any number of the tables where we can add the columns here. So let's say if I'm adding a module which contains column label. So this defines a unique label to the column. The label appears in list headers from field for the column when we update the column label. When we are creating a different types of types, it means the field type of the column when we are defining choice of the string or numbers or integers, something like that. We have the maximum length, how many length are allowed. Let's say if I am defining any specific component like number, contact number. So contact number never be a type string because we have to define type here as a number. So here we can add number field and then click on this. Now, reference maximum length, let's say I'm adding only 10 digits, so it will not allow more than that limit. And default value, we can set it to here. So that will check and display is false. So I have to recheck it, so make it true. Now you can see this field is added. If I want to add it from here, double click on this and add the value, and then you can select this. So by this way, we can create the table in Servicenow. And once we are done in the configuration levels, simply click on submit. Our table will be created and available inside the table format. So I'm not saving this because I don't want to create a new table for me. You can see once we'll create it, you can see the table listing here. You can search it directly from here. So that's all about how to create a table in Servicenow. Hope you liked it. If you really enjoyed this session, consider subscribing and pressing bell icon for more updates. Thank you for watching.